Okay, hey guys, and welcome back. So, in this episode, I think I just want to try some Nightmare Cows with our ladder Warlock here and just see how that goes. So, hopefully, we've saved Kane and Nightmare. I'm pretty sure that we have. Let me just throw down the phone. Okay, there we go. So that's one nice thing about Deathmark is you can just pinpoint which super uniques you want them to target. Now this is one trick I learned from someone not too long back, is if you go into Tristram and you go in there counterclockwise and following the wall closely, what happens is you increase the chance that you're going to spawn the maximum number of super unique monsters possible in this tile set. So even though monster spawning is somewhat preset and to some degree somewhat random, I know, just one of those confusing things about Diablo 2, the way that it works is based on what comes first. I don't know if I'm doing a good job explaining it, but basically if you go around the map and you see a couple super uniques first, and say you hit like 5 or 6 super uniques, which is the most you typically are going to see, 3 to Flame Wave, not bad for level 18, we're going to save that, which is typically what you're going to see on a Tristram map. Well, when you go counterclockwise, if you go all the way around, sometimes what happens is that you spawn extra super unique monsters. And again, the reason for that, as I understand it, is just the way that it works. Basically, map generation, right? Like that's just the way that it works. There's really no better way to explain it beyond that. It's just one of those things. It's kind of like it just is what it is, right? Okay, so we were gonna build an edge bow. Let me just quickly look something up, guys. Bear with me. I don't have all the rune words memorized. You know, I should, but I don't. So turtle. So let's see here. Do we have it? Tur check. Tull check. I thought. Oh yeah, we do. We do have. Okay, so maybe we're gonna make it. So let's see here. Turtle. And so we made an edge bow in an edge bow to be edgy. That was dumb. Okay. So, sorry guys, I love the cheesy jokes. You know, I could just keep that going all day. So, sometimes the mini game of slot configuration is not my favorite mini game, if I'm being honest. I understand it's part of the game, but I just wish that inventory wasn't such a hassle. Like, I'm already maxed out, right? If I'm even trying to keep just a couple of items, I'm already all maxed out. That's kind of annoying, right? I guess there's no need to keep that double bow. I was gonna make an insight potentially, but we don't really need to do that. 3 to Blizzard. It's debatable if it's worth keeping. Let's see, maybe there's something else I can be rid of. Maybe this. Let's see. Put this guy there. This is in case I make a couple other builds. You never know. Okay, yeah, let's see how many gems. 5. So Okay, I think we're gonna upgrade our armor. Right, that one gave 60, this one's gonna give us 80. Right, so now our total's gone up. We're over the 300, 314. Very nice. 314. Okay, I'll put that excess gold there. It's just a Mephisto stone. Okay, and then we're gonna head back to Tristram because we want to get that cow leg so we can get cows up. And then we're just gonna keep checking out some items. It's early ladder, so I know I probably seem ridiculous with it, guys, but you know, you never know which items are gonna be useful. So the mercenary in there. Please be the new gloves. Yes, they are. Okay. That was just pure luck. So far we have the gloves and we also have the head, so we're 3 pieces away from a full set, so that's kind of a neat little find. These are very powerful. Just by themselves, 10% chance crushing blow, 140 to 270 fire damage, 15 dexterity, 40 to life, and some attack rating. Those are very powerful. You know, don't let them tell you otherwise. Those are very powerful gloves, guys. So we've got Wart's Leg here, so we're gonna go to town now. Now, speaking of powerful set gloves, I want to show you guys another pair for those of you that are new to the game. They're called Laying of the Hands, and they give you 350 enhanced damage to demons. So really, those are the ones you want to be wearing when you're using damage skills yourself. Let's see here. This is for crafting. Let's see if we have what we need. I believe we do. Do we have a Nephron? Yes, we do. Very good. And now we just need a jewel. I like to always be crafting. ABC, always be crafting. Right? But it's true. Always be crafting, guys. So make sure the jewel doesn't have good stats before I use it. Okay, bombs away. What do we get? Pretty bad stats. But it's a low level base that I used, so sometimes stats, well actually always stats on a crafted item are predetermined off of an item base as well. So if it's a low level base, you're not going to necessarily get the full roster of stats that you can possibly get. So I think this one actually spawned with fewer stats. But that's okay. We are probably going to sell it because even like a Venom Grip would be a better glove at this point. So that's a sell. Well, we tried, you know, it was worthwhile. We tried. Just looking around here at any possible purchases, but everything looks pretty lame. Okay, so let's go now. Let's get a tome of TPs so we can make a cow portal, and let's see what's good here. Can we handle cows? You know, even at the nightmare level, I'm curious. But yeah, it seems like we do okay. Now, one thing I wanted to show you guys is apparently when you have a defiler, where are they, defilers? These guys cast a skill where when things gather in mobs, they share damage. So we're gonna cast one defiler, right there it is. And we're gonna see how well they do in cows. Right, because maybe they... Yeah, he's not doing so well with Defiler. Okay, so I do not recommend Defiler for cows. He was not impressive. But you know, they're holding their own. I'm sure I could be casting some sort of hexes and things to make my life easier. But, you know, that's not the build I picked. My build is primarily not meant as a cow build. It's meant to clear all content in the game. You know, to that end, like I said, if it's physical, it means you can get a cursed monster and so on to try and deal with that issue. So this build that I've shown you guys, you can be done basically by level 60, even before really. The main key on it really is this bind demon. Whether you go 20 points or 1 point is really a style choice on your part. I max it out for the full benefit and also for the higher chance to bind. I also like to max out Demonic Mastery. I did max out Goatman. I kind of regret it. They're not that good. Oh, here we go. Nice little drop. And this will be good, actually upgraded, if I can get the runes for that. You know, it will be a decent item. Trying to remember, what is it to upgrade a basic unique? It's like Tall Shawl, Emerald, I think. Let's see if we have that. So we'll put that in gems. So we have the shawl. We have the tall. Okay, maybe we do have the things. We have the Emerald. Okay, let's see what happens. Oh, I guess this one's already like a medium unique. Exceptional, as they call it, exceptional unique. So we can't actually upgrade. You'd have to do the Paul Lum Emerald and then it would go up to Thunderball. I'm guessing is the way that works. Okay, that's alright. Or maybe I've got the recipe wrong. Either way, not a big deal. These are all just things I'm deciding are worth keeping, but some of them I'm second guessing. Like this one I definitely don't need, there's nothing special. This I don't need. This I don't need. Yeah, you know, it's good to do housekeeping. Just get rid of your stuff once in a while. Where's my tea at? Let's get some tea. Okay guys, well I don't think I'm gonna keep you for the whole duration of the cow run. Like I said, it's fairly slow going with the summon build. It's not, you don't just breeze through the content like you do with like the Echoing Strike build in most instances. And I don't want this video to run too long, but we'll catch you in the next one.